I can get my face in the shot is if I get really close to the hook. Thanks for checking out another one of my videos. This is a caddis pattern. Got talking with some of my buddies the other night about caddis patterns, and it just came up in my YouTube searches. So I tried a couple, got about 3 banged out, and gonna tie it for you today. It is, I can't pronounce it. The dude on Tightline video called it the rough water caddis, and I'm gonna stick with that name. Nice thing is, it's super simple. So let's get started. First thing we're gonna start with is a number 12 standard dry fly hook. Pinch the barb because that's how we roll. And starting with some tan UTC 70 denier right behind the eye. Snip it off. Then we're actually going to go right to some deer hair. I'm actually pretty sure it's deer. So if you watched my other one, you knew I was guessing a little bit on what the heck it actually was. But after watching some more videos, I've decided that it is indeed deer hair. Just get a, not too much. It's just going to be kind of the tail and the head. So small clump. I hope you can kind of tell how much that is. As always, get the comb it out, get all the fuzzy crap out of there, into the stacker. There she goes. Make sure it's nice and stacked. Pull it out. Tips. And then put that in your hand. Try to get any more fuzzies out. Tail, you're only looking for kind of half a hook shank. So with that there, we're going to switch hands and then try to re-grab it up there. Pinch wrap, couple loose turns, then pull her down tight. Then we're gonna make sure we get all that in our hand. Got a couple extras. It's okay. And then just loosely wrap up. Not too tight right now. And just over to where the barb of the hook would have been. Then we're going to go back forward, maybe a little more gusto on those wraps to pinch everything down. Pull this up. Couple in the front just to stand her up. Take your tying thread behind the clump again. We're going to pull her up tight. Snip it off at an angle. Little head. Then we are going to get a appropriate sized grizzly. I already pulled this one off a little while ago. I used it for my other flies, so I know it's about the right size. Good way to check. Put it on the hook shank. And see, it's even still a little bit long, but again, I don't have the money for every size hackle in the world. And sometimes we just gotta trim it a little bit, but I think this works out alright. So we're gonna pull the fibers down. So shiny side towards me. Pull these fibers out like this. Then we're going to cut a little triangle into them. And then even take some of these top ones off. The reason we're going to do that is because when we tie it in and start turning it over the hook, it's going to give us that little bit of where it's going to tie in super smooth. So that little triangle we tied in there, we're going to use that to really grab and make sure nothing slips. Try not to trap into your little head fibers. And try to stay right up close to the head. So that's that. We're gonna let that hang out. We're actually gonna try to pull it a little bit out of the way this way in a second. But now we're just gonna go to some all-purpose dubbing. It is in a tan. It's just an all-purpose tan color. Just gonna wet thread there a little bit with my saliva. And then we're gonna roll this on. Creating pretty good long noodle, since we want to get it down the entire body. And now we're going to pull that forward. And get that wrap in there. Right behind the head once I actually get into my dubbing. There we go. Tighten that back up. And just work that down there. It's okay to spin over the same spot a couple times if you got to build it up. Tighten that up. Just make sure she comes out nice. There we go, look at that. I actually did it the right length for once. So then, hackle. Got that bare spot right there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but we'll find out when I can review the footage. But that bare spot's gonna, see how it turns over super nice right there, lines everything up. We're gonna do one full wrap right at the head, and then just open spirals toward the back. When we get to the back, we are going to trap that. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to try to take open spiral turns of thread on the way back up. Very important to give it wiggles here so you don't trap any fibers. I think I did a pretty good job. Now we've made it to the front of the head again, and that's it. We're going to whip finish that guy. Get in there. 1, 2. Terrible. Well, I guess we're only getting 3 out of that. Just because that was so freaking bad, I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, that was a little redeeming. Cut it off. The point of your scissors, get in there, just open your scissors the slightest amount. Bam, snap, there she goes. Now the thing that this is supposed to ride right in the film of the water, so we're actually going to take, I'm going to rotate, I got a little bit of rotating vise here, and we're actually going to cut the hackles off that bottom flat. And I will just trim this up real quick. And there she be. Pretty easy pattern, pretty fast even for me. I'm not the fastest tire in the world. So you can get some head cement, try not to get too much, make a mess. Underneath, bam, hit it. Push it up in the head a little bit. And that's it. That's all there is to it. That one's nice and simple. Pretty decent looking little caddis pattern. It's not a match the exact hatch on anything, but it imitates all piles of things, and supposedly rides really well in the rough water, which up here in where I fish in the Kootenay region, we got lots of mountain streams that come ripping down nice and fast. So hopefully she stays afloat. A little floating on there. Should be good. But overall, easy. She looks good. And she is darn fast to tie. So thanks again everybody for checking out my second video here. And hopefully I can entice you guys to come back and watch some more. Thanks very much.